Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with web development. And what do you understand about web development and why do you want to do or study web development? What will be a real world problems you will solve after doing this course? These are some of the questions you need to ask yourself whenever you are doing any course. Okay, so before we get started, there are some installations and some softwares you need to download on your computer. So you need to download VS Code and also Google Chrome and web browser. Of course, you have web browser, so you don't need Google Chrome because you are going to use this web browser to see what you have coded in your VS Code. Before doing that, let's create first a folder. Let's create a folder. Name this folder coding. Okay. Now, in this folder, we are going to create another folder in it. Name it as day one. Okay. Open your VS Code. Open your VS Code. Click on File and open folder. Click here, open folder. So, when you open folder, click on desktop. Here, this is a folder you created coding, and you open day one. Select folder. So day one is going to open in your VS Code. So yes, I trust the author. So click on it and close the welcome. So what next you are going to do? Because there's web development and we are dealing with front end web development, and there are three major courses comprises of front end web development, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you are going to open a file for HTML. So you're going to name it as index.html. Okay, why you use index? Because some software only recognize index, like especially GitHub will recognize index. You can name whatever name you want to give, but I encourage you to always be naming it as index.html. Okay, now create another file which is CSS, style.css. Okay, and also you are going to create JavaScript file which is app.js. The JS tells you that this is JavaScript file JS. Okay, now we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we are going to explain this one to details one at a time. What simply HTML mean? HTML give a structure of your website. When you are building a website, HTML give the structure of your website. Why CSS design your website, and JavaScript give a functionality to your website. What this mean? For example, if you are building a house, you need a structure, you need a foundation. So the foundation aspect of your house is what we call the HTML. And when you are painting, plastering, fixing windows, this is what we call the CSS. Then the JavaScript is when you rectify your house, people start living in that particular house. So we can say the house is now functioning, is relevant. So this just an example of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, how they work. So in your HTML, what will be the first step you're going to do? You are going to click on the shift and exclamation mark where you can find exclamation mark 1. So click on it, new features are open, new file. So here we have doc type. What doc types implement? It tells you what types of documents you are dealing with. Now we are dealing with what? HTML document. And you can see HTML language, which is English. So we have the open held and close held. So also in this heading, we have title. So what title are you going to give to your project? So here we are going to say my project. This is a title, my project. Okay. Now, when you have done with this, there is another step you need to carry. You have to link up your CSS with your HTML. Now, let's link the CSS with the HTML. Click enter here just after the title. So you can say style link, link. Okay. What are you linking? CSS style.css. Now your CSS is linked with your HTML. So let's do some example here and see. Okay, open a div. And now what this div mean? This is for division of element. We have the open and close. So this is tag, open tag and close tag. In that tag we have div, and where the cursor is pointing, whatever you write there is what we call element. So let's say welcome to my project. Welcome to my project. Okay, now let's view it and see. So how are you going to see it on your browser? You are going to right click anywhere in the HTML file and open with what? Browser. So you can see what you have coded. Okay, now as you can see, welcome to my project. This is what you have coded in your in the HTML in VS Code. So go back. All right, now as you can see, let's see something. The background here is what's white. Okay, and let's come and do some changes here. So you are going to style it and you can understand what I was talking about. So open your CSS. You can say body. Okay, body. Now open your curly braces. Click enter. Now background color. You can say background color. Change the background color. Blue. Okay. Check your browser again. See the changes. Okay. You can see the changes. Now the background color is blue. So this is how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript work together. The HTML structure, why the CSS style it, and the JavaScript give the functionality to your project. Okay, now I want to introduce one of the most famous websites you can find all your necessary materials, which are very essential to your programming journey. Okay, now let me take you to W3 School. This is W3 School. Here you can find all the sources and materials you need. And there are a whole lot of courses here. You can see here HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, Java, C, C++. You can even see Django, React, and you can also see data science, cybersecurity, introduction to programming. So it depends on you what you want to start with. So we are on HTML. So on the HTML also, there are subtopics we are going to treat, like how to link. We have already done that one. Also how to link a video, image, uh, how you can create a table, okay, forms, attributes, a lot of things we are going to treat here. So now let's start here something. Let's see. As you can see, learning by examples. With our try it yourself editor, you can edit the HTML code and view the result in the browser. We have also done this one. We have linked the CSS with our HTML. So here we can see something, H1 and P. What H1 means? This is a heading. It takes from H1 to H6. So we have the first heading, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So let's do something in our HTML. Let's just do something there. H1. So go back to your VS Code, go to your HTML and do some changes. Let's see H1. Now what are you going to do? H1 is just say I am an upcoming programmer, or you can say developer. Okay, let's say developer. Okay, so also view this one on the browser. View it, web development. Yes, see, I am an upcoming developer. Okay, so as you can see, the letters are bigger. So the more you go, more you can see the letters get smaller, like H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. It stopped at H6. Now let's also type um, H2 and see, and you can understand what I'm trying to say. H2, just a very interesting, very interesting. Okay, and also you can see the letters are now getting smaller because you are going one at a time from H1, H2, H3, H4, 5, 6. Okay, and also you can also link image, videos, and a lot of things. You can style them and also add a JavaScript to it to make it function. There are a whole lot of courses we are going to treat under HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's do again another example. Okay, let's check to W3 School. Check to W3 School and see. Here again another example. Let's see. Okay, this is quiz introduction. So we have done this one. What is HTML? So okay, let me just explain something here. So HTML simply means uh the abbreviation there, HTML, is what stand for hypertext markup language. It's the standard markup language for creating a web page. Describe the structure of a web page. Consists of a series of elements. Element tells the browser how to display the content. Elements label pieces of content such as this is a heading, like what you have done, this is a paragraph, this is a link. A simple HTML document, like my first heading, my first paragraph. Okay. Now the P there is stand for paragraph. Let's do something there and see. P stand for the paragraph. P tag is for paragraph, okay? My first paragraph. Okay, my first paragraph. Let's view it and see. All right. So as you can see, my first paragraph. So whatever things you do in your HTML, you can see it on a browser. Just like you can say user interface, right? So I encourage you all to stay connected, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, likes, so others will benefit out of this video. Stay connected as I am going to upload more videos on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Please do not forget to share the videos, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you in the next video.